Hey y'all, Rachel here with Rachelsuniquecrafts, and so we've just painted our copper terracotta pots, and I used some 2 times coverage primer. It's black, and then I used some satin black. I also used some, let me see, satin seaside. Isn't it seaside? Yes, seaside. Isn't that pretty? It's a pretty blue. So we're making a bird bath, a fountain, bird fountain. So yes, I still got the same shirt on. It's the same day. I'm trying to get a few videos done and some fountains done. So let's pick up our pieces here. And I'm using all terracotta pots and a plastic bowl, as you see me painting it. I also used a leaf like this one that I got from the Dollar Tree year before last, I think, and I never did anything with it. So I'm going to be using a candle holder from the Dollar Tree and this little bird I got from a store named Shirley's of Collins, or Shirley's in Collins. They're on Facebook and you can order online. I don't know what all is online, but I ordered a pack of 4 of these water fountains, and they don't come with all the attachments. It's just the water motor and some tubing, and I've already cut this one. But I got 4 of them for like $18.99, I think, and it's got this little adjustment right here, so you can actually turn the water pressure higher or lower. I'm gonna put it in the middle to start, and then this one, it's got a little attachment where you can undo it and take it out and clean the filter. So I like this. I have a new gadget, and it's got a remote control. This is a submergible light, and it changes colors, or you can make it one color. So I'll leave the link to this in the description, and the link to these little fountain motors. So let's get started. So on the leaf right here at the little stem is where I want to put my little bird. I have E6000. I went to Hobby Lobby and got some. You can get it from Walmart, but I have found that it is cheaper at the good old Hobby Lobby. Oh, I had a paper towel out here with me, and I think I took it in when I walked inside. Good thing I had an old rag on my golf cart. And while we're gluing everything else, I'm going to go ahead and put the little bird on here and let him be setting up. Now this little leaf, you can get your holes the way you want to. You can use a hot glue gun, be in a well-vented area, and take them down. You can use a wood burner, take them down. The plastic's going to smoke and it's going to put off an odor. Make sure your outdoors are well ventilated if you choose to do that. You can also use the little drill bits like I showed you to use glass. You can use those and do that. So ever how you choose to do it. I'm going to set that over to the side. Now we're going to start layering our bird fountain. Okay, so I'm just going to put this E6000 all the way around this base. And you'll notice that I am using a set of 3 that's already connected together. I have made a lighthouse a couple of years, well, it's probably been about 3 years ago probably. And I didn't like the way the top of it looked. So anyway, I had taken it apart mostly except for the pieces that were glued together. So we're just using that. So this is probably, I would guess, a 10-inch base, I'm thinking. I didn't measure it, but I can usually kind of judge pretty good on the size of things like that. So there's our base. And then this is the first pot. Now we're going to go up and do the second pot. And I'm just applying a good little dose of E6000 here. I am excited about the new little lights that change color. They are submergible into water. I saw those the other day and I said, I've got to get some and try that. Y'all, it's so hot out here, so this glue is just pouring out. So this one we're going to set this away. And I'm using stuff that I've already had here, except for the little water fountain pump and the little lights. I already had these terracotta pots. I already had the little leaf trays. And the bird I did buy about a week or so ago when I was at Shirley's. And now I'm going to put this E6000 around the top of this one. And the E6000 for this little tube, it's like $3.99 at Hobby Lobby. And I have seen it at Walmart for like $5.98, I think it was. And y'all, I probably look like a hot mess today, but it is hot out here. It's the upper 90s, and I'm sure the heat index is well over 100. So I have my hair all up. In clippies. So, but I have been wanting to get this done. All right, so this is the one that was a lighthouse before. Now, because these were sitting on the paper, there's a little bit that's showing that's the terracotta color. And if it looks like it's leaning, it may be because of my table. But I'm going to spray that. And we can go ahead and spray it before we move on. Let's see. Make sure I don't spray it with blue. It'll even color that glue there, the E6000. And it's so hot, it shouldn't take it but a few minutes to be dry. Getting up under there. There we go. Maybe I won't stick my fingers in it. I've already painted my fingers a little bit. All right. So this is going to sit up here. So this would be fine just like it is. If you was just going to put some water in it and leave it as is. But, and I have searched everywhere and I have not found one deep enough in my area, a terracotta pot or a tray that would be deep enough. It'll cover this barely, but with it being in the sun, it's going to dehydrate some water, evaporate some water. So it would drop down below because it would barely cover it because it's about even. So that's the reason for the bowl. So it's just a plastic bowl. So what I wanted to do is put the bowl in there. And before we set that on top, let me show you what we're going to do. I've got the glass candle holder. And this is how it's going to look. And then, so I've got a pre-drilled hole for my little tube. And then I've got where the leaves came in, I've got them drilled down. So I'm going to set this candle holder kind of back to the back. E6000 is waterproof, but you do have to let it dry. So it will take 24 to 48 hours to cure. So when I show y'all this water fountain working, it will be about 2 days since I've made it. I'm going to sit it kind of over here to the side. So there's no drilling on this one. You know, the big water fountain that we made, there was drilling in glass and all the good stuff. So this one, there's no drilling. It's rather easy. So that's still a little loose, but he's stuck enough that I think he's going to be okay to go ahead and glue this on. I didn't want the water to come out on the very edges here because it would splash out. So that's why I went on the insides of that. All right, so let's get some glue here on our little top of our glass candle holder. Okay, so it's probably a good 3 foot tall. Now, I'm going to take and put some E6000 in the bottom here, just in the middle. This is just going to hold the bowl. I'm not going to put any water. Now, if any water gets in it, it'll be okay. But it's not going to be part of the running water of the fountain. Okay. That rag about had it. I wanted to get this on the ground so that I could get it centered better. So we could have painted the inside of this black. It would have been okay. I think it's so cute. So now all we have to do is when this all dries, I'm going to set my little motor down in here. I'm going to bring the little tube right there. I just moved it a little bit. I don't want to keep moving it. So, and then I'm going to put the little light in it so that it changes colors. So, I'll be back when this all dries and we will finish up our bird bath fountain. Okay, so we're going to put the little pump down here. Now this little pump here on the back, it can go 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 different settings. I'm going to put it on the lowest for now, just because we don't want it spewing out everywhere. I just want a little water flow. So I'm gonna see if that's the right amount. If I need to cut it, we will. And what I have is under my canopy here, I have a timer. Oh, I don't need to turn it on yet, do I? We've got some water to put in it. But my timer has a remote control on it, so I can turn it off and on and all the things. So it turns on my lights and everything. Okay, so now let's plug it in and see how this is going to work. The moment I've waited for. So I can move that around to tilt it in different ways. I like it shooting straight out. I think the birds will enjoy that, especially it being under the canopy. The water will always be cooler. And see how the water's running. It's running, seeping down there. It's running pretty good over here and here. I love it. I love it. And I have a hummingbird feeder there, and I have one on the other side. And the hummingbirds have really been showing out this last week. I had several at the beginning of spring, and then they kind of went away, and I didn't see any for a couple weeks. And then I had one that was just here, and this past few days I've seen, like yesterday I think I seen either 4 or 5. So I'm so excited, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This one was so easy. And it's just some terracotta pots, a plastic bowl, and then a leaf little tray that came from a Dollar Tree. Oh, look at the little bird. If y'all don't mind, please share the video out with your friends. I so appreciate it so very much. Thank y'all for being here, and I'll see y'all in the next video.